Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. Today we will learn about rotation and revolution of Earth. And these are the objectives that you have to achieve for today's lesson. How does the Earth move? The Earth moves in two ways. The Earth rotates on its own axis and it also revolves around the Sun. Let's learn the meaning of rotation and revolution. Rotation is spinning on a fixed point or on a center of rotation, which is known as an axis. As we can see, the man who is dancing in rotation here, or the top or Beyblade that is spinning as shown in the clip here. While revolution is circling around an object, as this kid who is moving around the chairs here. Now let's see how does the Earth rotates and revolves. The Earth rotates on its axis. Axis is not real, but it is an imaginary line which passes from the north to the south pole of the Earth. And the Earth's axis is a little bit tilted as shown in the diagram. And the Earth rotates from west to east. And the Earth rotates in anti-clockwise direction. And one complete rotation of the Earth on its axis will take 24 hours or a day. And at the same time, the Earth also revolves around the Sun, also in anti-clockwise direction. And one complete revolution of the Earth around the Sun will take 1 year or 365 1/4 days. And actually, at the same time, the Moon also revolves around the Earth, as shown in the clip here. Please memorize and copy these notes in your exercise book. Now, let's learn about the effects of the Earth's rotation on its axis. Can you guess what is the first effect shown here? Yes, it is the occurrence of day and night. It is one of the effects of the Earth's rotation. Because the Earth has a sphere shape, only half part of the Earth that faces the Sun will experience daytime, while the opposite half of the Earth, which is facing away from the Sun, will experience nighttime. This occurrence of day and night will be repeated continuously. As you can see here, Akmal's father, who is in San Francisco, is calling his wife in Malaysia. San Francisco is in USA, which is situated in opposite part of the earth from Malaysia. So when people in USA is experiencing nighttime, we in Malaysia will face the sun and will experience daytime, and vice versa, dan sebaliknya. Can you guess what is another effect of the Earth's rotation on its axis as shown in this clip? Yes, the sun seemed to change its position in the sky throughout the day, when actually the sun is not really moving like that. But the Earth's rotation makes the sun seem like its position changes throughout the day. And the other effect of Earth's rotation on its axis is the changes of the length and direction of the shadow. Let's learn more about it. This diagram here shows the direction and length of the shadow of a stick from morning to evening. You have to remember that the position of the shadow is always opposite to the position of the sun. As you can see here in this diagram, in the morning, the sun will be in the east, so the shadow will be in the west. And in the evening, the sun will be in the west, so the shadow will be in the east. And you also have to know that the lower the position of the sun in the sky, the longer the length of the shadow, and vice versa. dan sebaliknya. So that's why the length of the shadow is the shortest at noon. Because at noon, the sun is the highest in the sky and is situated directly above the object or the stick. So please remember the effects of Earth's rotation on its axis. Number 1 is the occurrence of day and night. Number 2, the sun seems to change its position throughout the day. Number 3, the changes of the length and the direction of the shadow. Please copy these notes in your exercise book. As an extra info, let's look at the location on the Earth and its time. In location A here, which faces the sun directly, the time here in A is 12 noon. And in location F, which is the opposite location from A and is facing away from the sun, the time here is 12 midnight. Now let's look at other locations and its time. Here are some questions you can try. You may pause the video to have more time before you answer. That's all for today. Thank you for watching.